What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this double feature of a comic book review. So, first up, we have got Deathstroke, and then we have got Batman. So, Deathstroke has had somewhat of a big revelation at the end of the Lazarus Contract storyline, which is where we had a fantastic merging of the Titans, the Teen Titans, and also the infamous Deathstroke here, which was a fantastic crossover, and if you haven't read it, then it is well worth reading as a primer as we head into a new chapter of the life of Deathstroke as he sets up his brand new team. So if you don't want to read that, just a quick recap is the fact that, well, we had Deathstroke become a speedster as he took on the Teen Titans and the Titans, and then Wally West kind of really did think he's doing the right things, mess up, helped Deathstroke, and then it ended up with Deathstroke, like I said, becoming a speedster, and then seeing God, which I would only presume is the person who is behind the huge mystery of DC Rebirth. So the person behind DC Rebirth is who he saw, and he's had a huge revelation, and he wants to seemingly use his powers for good, which is why we got the Deathstroke, or the Defiance initiative, which is set up by his ex-wife, who's the mother to his children. And I kind of didn't expect that, to be honest. I wasn't a bit too sure what was going on. I thought this would literally be Deathstroke setting up his own version of his super team, but we can see it is a sort of government initiative, but is being overseen by someone else. But I expect Deathstroke to be the one here who is causing all of this and is the real one in charge, as we saw when he kills a former drug kingpin, a president's chauffeur, and then he causes a huge international incident for Defiance to be tested. So next issue is where Defiance will actually be properly tested. But interestingly here, we've got the new version of Power Girl, we've got Wally, we've also got his children as well, and we've also got Terra, who we know was behind the backstabbing of the original Judas Contract, but what role will she actually be playing here? The question is, we know that as the panel said, that we want someone who's open to a bit of backstabbing, and then Terra appears, who was actually supposed to appear in the Lazarus Contract, but plans have changed, just like the Supergirl thing with Saturn Girl as well. That has all changed as well. Who knows what really is going on there as everything is changing as time goes by. But we've got Terra here, and what will she actually play in this? I expect it will probably be something to do with Jericho's Etienne, who was supposedly killed by Deathstroke, but we know now that it wasn't him, and I expect that really Terra might be the one who actually, or kind of manipulates this here to reveal, or maybe cause some trouble here with that ammo. And the question is, maybe Terra was the one who actually did it. I don't know. But it would be an interesting way of doing things. It would make a lot of sense to be a really cool thing and a really huge moment in this. Now, this was a really good comic. I liked Wally and Power Girl's interactions there. I think they're going to be a fantastic part of this team, but they weren't actually part of the original plan, were they? So it looked like it was really going to be a family affair somewhat for Deathstroke, but he brought in Wally, and he's got, of course, the new Power Girl there. However, will we see the original Power Girl turn up? Probably not in this crossover or this new thing here, but it's nice. I'm interested to see how Barry will actually deal with Wally being this kind of thing here. Is it removing our new 52 Wally West to add him over in to get the proper Wally over in the Flash comics? Probably not, to be honest. But like I said before, with this, it would be really neat to have that and have Wally team up with his own Flash. But of course, he is a Flash himself. But a really good issue. Deathstroke is continuing to be a fantastic comic, and it's nice seeing this Team Defiance. I'm excited next issue to see just how they will actually end up working together. Now, next up, we have got the War of Jokes and Riddles is going on in Batman number 26. And the lines are being drawn. So it seems like Poison Ivy is actually teaming up with the Riddler, which I guess that kind of makes sense. She seems level-headed in every media that she's been in. She always seems level-headed and just wants the best thing possible for the Green, which would be nice to see Swamp Thing here as well. I mean, we had Swamp Thing in a Batman comic as well previously, but that was the Brave and the Mold, which was an absolutely fantastic issue. But moving on from this, we have got absolute madness, chaos going on. This issue is proving to be really good. Now, I'm not too sure how much I like the fact that Batman actually isn't in the issue that much. He is literally just in the past. So he's in the future, narrating the past to Selina Kyle. So it's an interesting way of them to put on hold the Catwoman and Batman relationship there. So that he's literally just explaining this, where we learn that Batman has only been doing this really a year, and this War of Jokes and Riddles is actually going on. Now, like I said in my previous videos about the War of Jokes and Riddles, I find that flashbacks are kind of a bit of a cop-out, really, because they never have much lasting impact, because, well, we would have seen the lasting impact of it, but it is nonetheless a very, very good comic, and I just do absolutely love this. I think it's a really, really good storyline. It's nice seeing the Riddler back since the 0 Year storyline, and really it is something which is a really epic crossover, to be honest. But the problem is, we learn that what is going on. We learn that the whole thing is set just around, they want to kill Batman, and they're deciding who will be the one who gets to kill a Batman. Now, the biggest part of this, I think, is the way that, well, the artwork is telling the story here, and there's not too much dialogue, I think, which is explaining absolutely everything, to be honest. But the sides are being drawn, to be honest, and Batman really is a kind of sideline player, which makes sense considering that he's only been doing this a year. So him being a sideline player makes sense, that he's not too big on the scene. He's not a big force that he is now, and that he is just trying to keep as many people who are innocent bystanders, just keep them alive, basically. And the deaths are mounting up. We saw in that last panel, we've got Kite Man returning as well. We knew that Kite Man was actually returning a couple of months ago, but we didn't really know exactly in what capacity. But it's going to be interesting to see someone like that return. But a really, really good issue. Absolutely loved every single page of it. And DC, so far, are absolutely destroying Marvel so far. Another week, another destroy. But Secret Empire, I am absolutely loving as well. I think Secret Empire and Deadpool are also fantastic. So that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.